Hi friend, me and Bailey are here with you. I'm gonna miss this boy. I'm pet sitting him. He's incredible. I wanted to take you up back to this view spot. I think I already brought you here, so it's not so secret, but it's gorgeous. Sunset hour. And I want to talk about impermanence today. Impermanence, how nothing really is forever, which is just so crazy to me. But before we talk about all that, Bailey, bro, your butt is in the frame. Before we talk about all that, I just want to take a few moments and turn on my Reiki faucet. I call it a faucet, okay? Because I see myself like turning on the wisdom, just like you would turn on water, 111 as I said that. And as I ground myself to become the conduit to the sacred mirror, which you are as well, by the way. It's very important for me that you know that you are equally a sacred mirror, a teacher. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And when I drop in, I invite you to drop in as well and just allow yourself to ground, breathe, notice. Even if you're in motion, just take this time to set an intention so that this video, which is, it's more than a video, okay? It's a portal. It's a freaking portal within a portal of your heart, of a timeline of infinite possibilities. So let's drop into that, okay? Cool, sweet. Hell yeah. Wow, I'm so parched though. Uno momento, I need water. Okay. If you can, open your chest as well. Drop your shoulders. We hold a lot of tension in the shoulders. Like, allow yourself to really feel your alignment, like coming into your superhero pose, so to speak, right? Opening up that chest, telling the heart it is safe to receive and to let go of what no longer serves you. All right. Bailey's like, I want to walk some more. But look at him, he's such a good boy. Oh, he was chilling. Bailey, come. Come, baby. Come. So I want to talk about impermanence. Nothing lasts forever. Bubba, do you want some water? Nothing lasts forever, right? Like we think it does, which is a great marketing tool. Ah! Hold up, I don't want to get this wet. Do you want some agua? What's up? Oh, don't lick my face. That's the boundary. What a character. So nothing lasts forever. And it's really this concept that can mind fuck us, right? Because it's like, as humans, I feel like we're kind of codependent. And I think it's because finding safety is so important in the physical world as a soul in a human body. So it's like when we find things, people, opportunities that like actually feels good in the nervous system until it doesn't, right? It's always there's always a lesson and an upgrade, right? But it's like when we find things that feel good, we don't want it to change because we found a comfort zone. And the bittersweet truth, though, is that change is the most constant thing in our human experience. And our greatest lesson actually is to learn how to detach. Enjoy, live, be present. But there's going to be a point where you're going to have to expand, right? I mean, you don't have to do anything, but your soul is going to kind of nudge you and be like, yo, it's time to upgrade. It's time to change. That is your built-in system, change. I'll share a personal story with you. So as some of you know, I got divorced a year ago. And to be honest, like, I never thought I'd get married because in general, I'm kind of one of those people that believe you have many soulmates in life. And like, I kind of understood from a young age, we change frequently. So like, forever just seemed like a fake promise, right? It just didn't seem true. But then you meet certain people who inspire you, who open up your heart, who soften you. And you think to yourself, you know what? Maybe I'll bend the rules a little bit. Because what is the rules anyways, right? So you grow. You go outside your comfort zone. You explore. You say, fuck it. Let me try this out, right? Let me try this out. Let me see what marriage is all about. And I tried it. And it's funny because I was very open with my ex-partner that I'm scared of this like concept of marriage and I don't know if I can do it. Like I remember before the wedding, like I had cold feet. And I'm such a like open person. Like I communicate no matter what. To the good and to the bad of it, just in the sense of like it could be very bold. And I think also within that my lesson is to learn what to say and not what to say, if that makes sense. Like you don't have to share always everything, but I'm like an open book as a creative, so I'm just like I gotta talk it out, you know. But anyways, I was very open with him with my jitters. And what I loved about my ex is he was very just calm and he took things one step at a time, you know. He was just like so grounded, and I always will respect him for this. But I remember he like looked me in the eyes and he was just like, Maya, we don't know what tomorrow will be, you know, like let's just give it a try with all of our hearts, with both of our hearts, and just see. We won't know unless we try, you know. And that safety, that like non-pressure in a sense, allowed me to get married. But the truth is, in all of that I always knew something wasn't quite there, but I needed to go through that relationship to learn so much about myself and face a lot of karmic shadow attributes within myself. I healed my inner child on a whole different level with him. So it was just like such a blessing. And honestly, I will have so much respect for this individual because he held me and I was able to really feel safe. in a comfort zone that felt like, as far as the title goes and the concept, didn't feel safe. But the whole reason why I bring this up is because like marriage is kind of one of those things, or even relationships. It's kind of the closest thing we have to the modern day experience of forever, right? Which contradicts impermanence, because we like get into relationships just like seeking our forever person. So who knows, maybe this is a love reading. Shit. We might do one of those. But, you know, take what you need, leave behind what you don't. I do believe, though, it's really beautiful to find a partner that you can really grow with no matter what. But I also do believe that, like, we find certain people at certain chapters that we have to, you know, kind of learn before we can really root down, even if you get married, right, and do all the things. There's certain soul contracts you have to go through. So yeah, and impermanence. Oh shit. Good catch. I caught that. Impermanence. Nah. I'm curious what you believe of that word, impermanence, that nothing really lasts forever. Like, it's all just like an experience. Yeah, I know. You want to keep going? Okay, we can walk a little bit. Let's walk and talk. Wow, I feel actually so vulnerable that I shared about that part of me, but I'm gonna trust that it needed to come through. Go, Bubba. Guide the way. Ow. Oh. Pokey. Okay. Oh, I might need my shoes. God damn it. I need my shoes. Oh, owie. Whew. Freaking pokies. Pokey, pokey. Pokey, shoky. What? Okay. Spirit, what's the message here? Nothing lasts forever. Detachment. We were talking about detachment. It's basically detachment. Ay, 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 ay. Cosocto. Owie. Ooh. I feel like a kid again. Love it. Ah. I don't like my toes. Hold up. Okay. Anyways, I think I will conclude with this. Just detachment, okay? Let's just replace the word impermanence with detachment, because impermanence now is feeling a little bit floaty. Let's ground it down. But that word is fun. I like that word, just saying it. Impermanence. I feel like I can fly. It's like, it is that concept of quantum physics, like of everything and nothing both at the same time. But I feel like I want this message to really hit you in the heart, like a dart of inspiration, of how can you add more detachment into your life, because I feel like a lot of us want to control the outcome because we want to feel safe, right? Coming back to that element of safety, right? It's like we think the harder we grip, the more safe we will feel. And I can tell you from just my personal experience of freshly being divorced, like not really having, you know, an abundant savings, no family support, which was very hard on the mental element, you know, because they can totally help financially if they wanted to, but they couldn't give a shit. They left me in my lessons, and honestly, it became my greatest blessing. But it did show me a lot about detachment, even about family, right? Of just like letting go of even like people, places, things that like we don't need anyone but ourselves, but then we do need people. So it's a paradox. But it's like first you have to be radically comfortable being on your own and taking care of yourself and creating your own safety on your own, you know? And I think for me, that was a really huge lesson, because I do love relationships. I think I never really was single for, actually that's not true. I was single for a while before I met my ex, like 2.5 years. No, I went through single spurts. That's not true. But I've always been like a relationship type. So figuring out your autonomy, you're like taking ownership of your version of safety from the inside out, right? Not depending on safety from an external point of view is huge, because we're taught that home is without it, like outside of you. And really it's within you. And the more you attach more to your self-trust, like that's the only thing you should be attached to, is your self-trust. Everything else is fleeting, right? Everything else is just a moment in time. And I think I went down this rabbit hole because it's like Bailey is a perfect example of this. I'm pet sitting him. I'm with him for like 5 days, and then I'll never see him again. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. But every pet sit that I do, like I create such a bond with these animals. You know, they love me unconditionally, and then I have to let them go to practice detachment. And it like really builds your heart, first of all, because damn, I really do fall in love with these beings, right, Bailey? Right, Bailey? I mean, shit, the guy cuddles me. I'm like, fuck. But it's just wild, because I think the more we can get comfortable with the fact that life is uncertainty, that's the most constant thing that we can depend on, that things will change. Everything else is just extra. Okay, and I feel like this is kind of a concept to go a little bit deeper, in the sense of like, okay, Maya, like, how do you calm my nervous system? Like you're just gonna leave me with this banger that, okay, so I just need to detach, like, okay, and so I feel you. But you know, these are open dialogues, okay? Sometimes I plant seeds and we come back to them as the days unfold, but for now I will leave you with this. Something that really I found to bring me, you know, this inner peace, this inner safety, that I know no matter what, I'll be safe. Like the world can fucking burn and I'll be safe, is really my faith. My faith that I'm always guided and protected for, and that I am in control of my reality. I am in command of my outer experiences. The world is not happening to me, it's happening with me, for me. So the more that I grip it in lack, the more the more experiences on that frequency I'm going to attract to myself, right? But the more I can lean into curiosity, which I would say, like, just be curious. If you can't go from skeptical to I believe in miracles right away, like, just find your midpoint of curiosity, because that's the portal, okay? That's the portal to just figuring out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. But curiosity allows us to make a shift, allows us to figure out, you know, the sensations within the mind, body, and soul, and rebuild from a place of safety from within, right? So when I focus on the fact, like mentally, right? Yes, Baba, I know, we're gonna go in a sec. Let me get this message out. You're so patient, you're so kind. I really appreciate you, Baba. I know. You wanna move, you wanna groove, but dude, we just hiked a fucking mountain. Like, relax, bro. Receive. Look at the view. What was I saying? While I figure it out, just look at the view. Something about attracting. Oh man. Curiosity. Wow. Damn. Oh, the more I lean into trusting uncertainty, first of all, the more I'm blessed. Because I think, too, a higher power wants us to surrender to a higher plan and to build this radical trust in ourselves that we are our own universe. We are our own source of sun, of power, of light. And we don't need anything outside of ourselves. Like, all that is an illusion because everything's, temporary, right? This concept of, ow, oh, bro, oh, ow, you scratched my back. I at least, make it feel good. Jesus, Moses, Buddha, all the gods. Yeah. Life is just freaking temporary, okay? So, just trust in yourself. The more you trust in yourself, the more you'll catch yourself mid-air, okay? That feels very significant. Now, this message is so deep, okay? Okay, it's so deep that we'll come back to it. But for now, take what you need, leave behind what you don't. I'm gonna go, because I gotta take care of this bad boy, this beast. He's telling me, be present. You said you're not going to be on your phone today. Okay. But look at this. This is great. This is you can't Photoshop this shit. You can't AI this shit. You kind of can, but it doesn't beat it. All right. I love you so much, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining this open dialogue. And just know that I appreciate you and I see you. And wherever you're at in life right now, you're strong. The fact that you're even here shows so much about your resilience. I'll be back. I hope you come back too. And if you're new here, I'm Mystic Maya, by the way. I'm a meditation guide and quantum Reiki master. I'm an artist, a writer, so many things. Honestly, titles are just so micro to my macro, you know what I mean? The micro to the macro, macro to the micro. Put it in the micro. What? Okay. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Join me here. This is an energetic exchange. If you want to get to know me on a more intimate level, you can join my Telegram group, The Higher Self Spiral. The link is down below. If you want to work together one-on-one, you can check all that out down below. I also have this cool offering where I channel a message from your higher self and I send it to you in a letter, and that's a really fun global offering. So no matter where you're at, if your country, your state receives mail, you can receive this really cool thing. And because I'm an artist, I created these really cool art pieces. So it comes in a greeting card with my art. It's a mystery though, so you don't get to choose it, based on the message I channel from your higher self, which is just a sacred reminder. If you're going through something heavy, or you just feel stuck, or you just need your own reflection reflected to you, this is a really fun way that's very lighthearted to kind of get something deep. So yeah, you can check that out below. It's called A Letter from Your Higher Self, and it would be an honor to write one for you. All right, over and out from beautiful California. Bailey, say goodbye or farewell. Bye bye. Ciao.